Hangout is on air. Welcome, folks. My name is Earl Tietz. I'm the founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach out of Troy, Montana, who brings you the homebusinesshelper.com. Welcome to our work from home with a proven roadmap hangout. We're going to show you some pretty amazing things tonight. And really what I'm asking you is, if I'm going to show you a proven roadmap, and I'm not just going to talk about hype or who owns the company, who's behind the companies and all that stuff. I'm talking to you about a real way you could roll up your sleeves, create a full-time income on part-time efforts. I'm going to lay it out A to Z. I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to capitalize on multiple trends in one place, because today with the power of the internet, it's possible. It used to be a thing of the past where you couldn't try more than one thing at once. Today, with the power of the internet, there's no reason why you can't. And when you can combine the power of network marketing and affiliate marketing and have them work hand in hand together, that's what the Home Business Helper is all about. We're here to help people achieve in this industry. We are a Christian-based universal training platform for network marketing and internet marketing, as well affiliate marketing. The nice thing is we only run with 2 opportunities at this time. We believe are the best ones, but the fundamentals in our training system are universal for everyone. And what I'm going to share with you tonight is a proven 90-day roadmap to an income over $10,000 on part-time efforts. I'm going to show you 7 fundamentals tonight that if all of these 7 fundamental pillars are not in place, the one thing we guarantee is going to happen in 2015 is you will fail. So where am I getting the odds? Well, if you look at it, 97% of the businesses or companies offering you an opportunity in home business today that are starting out with the great ground floor opportunity, well, folks, they're going to be out of business in less than 6 months' time. There might be 1 or 2 that might make it 3 years. And I'm not trying to scare you. That's just the real statistic of the most lucrative way to create wealth on the planet being entrepreneurship. Why do you think the failure rate's so high? Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit in bits and pieces throughout this whole presentation. What I'm sharing with you is the truth. The book I like, my favorite book of all time, Bible, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, tells me the truth will set me free. And I know that's what I'm sharing with you is the truth. Here at the Home Business Helper, that's what we run with, is the truth. What do we know about the truth? Well, we know that we share the truth. We know that some see the truth. We know some run from the truth. We know some embrace it. Our job here at the homebusinesshelper.com is to help people embrace the truth and run with it. When you look at history, success leaves clues. If you understand wealth and where the money's made, if you got in front of a single trend in motion, that's when the largest fortunes in history have ever been created with the power of the internet. Today, we are going to show you how you can capitalize on multiple trends. So with all that being said, let's take a look at what are those 7 fundamental, see if we can talk tonight, 7 foundational pillars that are really crucial to your success. 1, are you high touch? You got to be able to look at the basics of forming relationships, because if you're building a business that's going to pay you 6 figures, if you're building a business that you want to last you a lifetime and be able to hand that business down generations to come, folks, this is not something that's going to happen with the push of a button and never having a conversation with another human being. Think about what I'm saying. You have to be able to communicate to operate a business. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we're going to implement old school and new school together. What are we going to call high touch? High touch is being able to communicate with people. We're going to talk about being able to pick up this device called a telephone and actually have a conversation, not just text message people. We're going to show you how to create relationships that build profits that multiply. And that's what professional business is all about. When you learn how to go pro in the industry, there's a really good book out there called Go Pro by Eric Worre. And if you want to know the fundamentals of how to really make it in this industry, I really suggest that you get your hands on this book. Readers are leaders. And if you're not a reader, I promise you this, you're not a leader. How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success by Frank Bettger is another good one. Zig Ziglar, Secret to Closing the Sale. When you get paid to have a business, folks, that has solutions to people's problems, and all they're going to do is transfer their spending to better quality for less money, that's a very powerful thing. Now, if they don't have an interest in starting or operating a home business, they will have an interest in something that could save them over $100 a month that is a solution to a problem that they face. What does that do for you as an entrepreneur? Well, that stops what they call attrition. It's the largest killer in income in network marketing and affiliate marketing. What does it mean in English? If you're like me, don't understand that stuff when I got into the industry. Well, it's really simple. In English, it just means that if you put 10 people in your business this month, next month they've all quit and you got to go find 10 more. You don't want to fall prey to a habit like that. You need solutions that people are looking for. You need to be able to communicate with people to form those relationships. That's what high touch is. High tech is when we integrate the internet with our daily activities to create money with. Now, why would you not include the internet in your business practices, especially if you're working from home? Considering that the internet knows how to, you can utilize the internet to put exactly what you have to offer in front of exactly who's looking for it. It's just a matter of learning the fundamentals of how to utilize the internet. If we can show you how to generate leads for the very business opportunities that we're sharing with you, wouldn't you agree that would give you an edge far above and beyond all the other companies that are out there? I mean, they got a great product or service. They can tell you to bring a friend and family member to the meeting and keep bringing people to the meetings and you're going to get rich. Well, don't you deserve better than that when it comes to success? Why not be able to embrace the power of the internet? Be able to have information links on the internet where the things can be tracked. How many times is that link tracked on? Did they watch the full presentation? And when they click on your link, did it capture an email address and a phone number and a good time so you know when to follow up with them? And did it send an email out to them all automatically wrote by you to save you time and effort and show them that they're valued so they get a response from your system immediately when they click on your link? It makes them feel important. Why would you want to leave high tech out of your business activities in today's age? The internet in its early stages, folks, just barely out of its diapers and into its pull-up pants, not quite ready for full britches. So you couldn't ask for a better time to utilize the internet to be able to create fortunes. Without the internet, it's always been a 2 to 5 year plan. When you combine the internet to success, it now becomes a 6 month to a 1 year plan. Are you willing to roll up your sleeves, dedicate yourself to a path of learning how to do things to where you've got the combination of both high tech and high touch? It doesn't have to be a rocket science project. We've got it down packed. It's an exact science, and we walk you through that right here at thehomebusinesshelper.com. What are we looking at next? We're looking at in-demand solutions. In-demand solutions are a must. It can't be just a product or a service that anybody wants. It has to be a product or a service that the masses demand. And how would you know that the masses are demanding a product or a service that you would want to be in business with? Well, where do the big shots advertise the most? That's how you can tell what's in demand the most. We're getting ready to watch the NFL playoffs taking place this coming weekend. And you turn on that television set and you're going to see commercials for all kinds of things. But realistically, what you're going to see more than anything are the things that people are spending their money on daily that are, to them, solutions. Most of these solutions are not natural. They have side effects. They're not cures. They're not proven. The people are spending between $10 and $30 a day on these solutions. Wouldn't it make sense to have a natural solution that we can't call a cure either, that's completely good for the body, no side effects, and less than $2 a day? Do you see that those kind of solutions would save somebody over $10 a day, which is over $300 a month in savings by them transferring their spending to a better option for less money. This is not a scam. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is just good business practice. Now, why would you make that happen? Well, let's take a look at what we're talking about. Network marketing, affiliate marketing, okay? They can work hand in hand. One's lead generation and how to work online education. The other one gives you consumable products to the masses. What's important about this? The important part about the consumable products to the masses, and we're going to cover that in a little bit, is what this is all about is multiple trends in one place, the Home Business Helper, okay? When you can capitalize on multiple trends, it just means more money. We're going to go through the same act of exposing who we are and what we have to offer to somebody. That exercise is the exact same. So why not embrace the power of old school and new school together? Why not utilize the internet with your activities? There's no reason why you can't. Lead generation is something that you need. And being able to find people with the power of the internet's a beautiful thing today. It allows more people that don't have a huge amount of money in the budget to create success with the ability to grab onto some fundamentals, find solutions that are out there that are proven, and create profits with them. So when we're talking about these kind of consumable solutions, where's history leave a clue that we need to be in this market? Paul Zane Pilzer, leading economic forecaster in the world, said health and wellness is where it's at. That's probably a really good clue. How about a second to market company? What does that mean in English? If you're a mountain boy like me, had no clue what that meant till a few years ago. Well, it's pretty simple. Second to market. Let's look at the automobile. When it went from 10% market domination to 80% market domination, that's what they call critical mass. That's a really good time to make money. It was great, but when the automobile first come out, it didn't have a gas gauge. You get in that, go down the road, run out of gas. Wow, it won't start. It's out of gas. So what happens? They recognize this as a problem. They brought up the next line of automobiles. They had gas gauges in them. That automobile with the gas gauge sold more. The automobile was accepted in the market. It was well known. It was in demand. And with the gas gauge, the ones that had old automobiles wanted new automobiles. So what did it create? It created a window of a better quality product. And it also creates a window of far more profits, which means more money in your pocket on a regular basis. So look at nutritional products and go second to market. Okay, we've taken all the bugs out of the stuff that don't work. We've figured out what's most in demand that created the most money in the most lucrative field of entrepreneurship, and put those second to market products together, formulated by the people that make the ingredients for the best products that have ever been on the market. So it really does give you something powerful to run with when you got these kind of solutions. So the first solution that we're going to talk about, of course, is anti-aging. How many times do you see somebody forget things? I mean, I'm over 40, and I go to the store to get bread and milk. Half time come home with toilet paper, no bread, no milk. My wife wants to kill me. I don't really want to admit that kind of thing, but honestly, it happens. As a professional entrepreneur, I get my thoughts going in 20 different directions. I do things like that all the time. Why would things be different? Why do we even need supplements in the first place for something like that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. It's an exact science. If you look at the facts of what's taken place over the last 50 years, a lot of things have changed. Really, a ton of things have changed. You stop and realize that the soil that we have now, even the government giving the farm aid to the farmers and stuff in the 80s, if you didn't follow the strict guidelines, you didn't get that farm aid money. So you look at the majority of the farms in just the United States alone, and they're all getting that farm aid so they can feed their families when times are hard. In order to get that farm aid, they got to use the specific fertilizers in the dirt that's allowed in that program for them to qualify for that farm aid. Those fertilizers went into the ground for generations to come. Different pesticides came behind the fertilizers, Everything come through an approval system, or you don't get the farm made. What happens with generations of that? Now there's nutrients that used to be in the soil that's not in the soil anymore. The vegetation comes up, it still looks pretty, but the nutrients that used to be in the vegetation simply isn't there, folks. So what do we got to do to solve that problem? We have to supplement, whether we like it or not. Now, if you think that sounds ridiculous, oh, we just eat our meats and vegetables, we don't need none of that stuff, really. Do you understand why children have diabetes more now than ever before in the past? Do you understand the dietary problems that humans are facing on a regular basis here in the United States today? Let's look at some reality here. A lot of people looked at the automobile when it first hit the market. They said, oh, man, you got to be nuts. You think I'm going to put my family in that contraption powered by gas? Might explode. Don't even know if you could stop it in more than 10 feet. Once it's gone, no thanks. That'll never work. You guys are dreaming, man. I'll stick to my horse. But in reality, folks, what happened? The horse was replaced by the automobile, wasn't it? Well, if you don't believe nutrition is where it's at, don't take my word for it. Look at Paul Zane Pilzer, leading economic forecaster on the planet. Health and nutrition is a need. People love their family members. The people that get it, that understand the education behind nutrition, they want the best for their children, not the worst. This isn't a con game. This is an on game. We love our family members. We want to make sure they have the best that they can get. Now, we're not making any claims to be cures or anything like that, so don't misunderstand me. But I'm pointing things out. Come on, folks. Really, it's time to step up to the plate. You deserve optimum health. Now, when these products can allow you to go to the store with a focused product and not come home with toilet paper when you needed bread and milk, that's a good solution. That helps the mind to work better. So when you're remembering 5 people that you saw last night, gee, can I remember them today? I'm going to see them again in a meeting tonight. Wow, if you've got the right nutrients in your brain, you can remember things like that. And if it's less than $2 a day for a solution like that, why not? Especially if it kills free radicals and inflammation, the largest problem causers in the human body, and we can't make any cures. All I can say is the ingredients are known to do those 2 things: eliminate free radicals, eliminate inflammation, the 2 largest causers of problems within the human body. I'm not a doctor, not an expert, not claiming any cures, just pointing out some facts that I've learned from the professionals. Let's take a look at the next one. Weight loss. Can you imagine a nice little green mint? Pop that baby in your mouth and lose weight to replace a meal. Less than $2 to do that. A meal, the 4 basic food groups, not even prepared on the plate, just purchased in the store, $12 to $15. When you can replace that meal for $2, save over $10 a day, what are you going to do with that extra $300 that you spent? Simply transferring your spending to better for less money. Doesn't that make sense? About energy drinks, we've seen them in the news. I don't need to really go into major details with it, but they are $3 to $5 a piece. 4 to 5 of those a day get pretty expensive. When you can get one, it's completely natural, less than $1, good for the body, no bad side effects. That's a solution to a problem. Simply redirecting spending keeps more money in the budget. Can you see how it kills that attrition to where next month you'd want the same thing over and over again? Why? Because it's good for you. It works and it solves problems. It kills attrition, makes you lots of money. So what's another one we talk about? There's 5 or 6 of them all together. I'm only going to cover 4. 1, 2, 3, the servants team missionary outreach, folks. I'm a Jesus freak, whether you like it or not. So I got to be clean cut how I deliver this next message. But you're watching the playoffs this weekend and you see the advertisements for that little blue pill out there that allows a person to satisfy their spouse. Now, they spend over $10 a day on those kind of solutions. So when you get one that's all natural with no side effects for less than $2, you won't have to make a phone call like this one. Hello, 911. Oh, man, I'm glad to get a hold of you. Look, I'm a public speaker, and I'm a little embarrassed to be making this call, and I promise it's not a prank call. But I took one of those little blue pills that you see on TV so I could keep a smile on my wife's face. And the problem is the pill worked too good. You know, that 4-hour condition that you guys talk about? Well, that's why I have to make this phone call right now. You got to help me. I've got to speak in front of 10,000 people in just a little less than an hour. Can you help me? You deserve to never, ever have to make a phone call like that. You don't have to break any of God's laws or man's laws to share a solution like that. I just did it for you. Now, isn't that powerful? Now, I just talked about 4 trend solutions. Usually in history, you got in front of one of those kind of solutions, worked really hard for 5 years and created a dynasty. Here, we're talking multiple solutions in one place. Now, let's step into the technology side of things. ProjectHealthyWealth.com, under this video in the websites that we send out, is all of our products that are consumable. I'll talk about that just a little bit longer here. Randy Heaton owns the company. It's known as Living It Global. You will not find a better health and wellness company on the market today. The man had a heart. He was a top earner in 5 different network marketing companies. That means millions of dollars earned. In fact, I worked in one of the last companies that he worked with. We weren't on the same team together. I was able to accomplish an elite rank in that company, but not the top like he did. He brought another guy into the company that had no prior experience. That gentleman is able to create over $1 million in about a 6-month time frame. Randy knows what he's doing, and he's got the experience. But the one thing he recognized after being the top earner in over 5 companies, over a 15-year run at being the best of the best in the industry, Randy understood one thing. There's too many problems. So if we take all the hard parts out, it makes it easier for all of us. What's the hard parts? Imagine all the different levels. Imagine building all the different legs. You know how it is. One leg's going good, the other one's not going good. You're losing money, or you got somebody special you put in the right spot in the company. It turns out they're in a dead-end leg and nobody's working that leg, so you want to move them from this position to that position. Let's eliminate all of that. Just build one leg together as a team. Doesn't that just make sense? When we all work together as leaders to help one another achieve, doesn't that just seem like we could have a lot more harmony and get rid of a lot of problems that companies face? If this person wishes they were in that person's downline, or that person's cross line, or this person shouldn't teach right. Every one of us has a vested interest in each new member that comes in the company. We're all a giant family at Living It Global, and we have the best of the best, and we'd like to invite you to come and join us. And why not? We're talking about solutions less than $2 a day that are saving you over $10 a day, putting over $300 a month in your pocket by transferring from a less quality product to a better one. That's just a win position. Gives us products to share with people that people would use even if there was no business attached. Why not give yourself an edge? You don't like the product when you try it out, send it back to the company for a full refund. Where's your problem for trying out good nutrition? You get your money back if you're not satisfied. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, folks. Now, what about business kits? To get started, have yourself what you need to succeed. And I'm going to show you something real important here in just a minute, because they have that too. You buy a business kit, 30, 40 days into it, you think that you were misled, you made a mistake, send everything back to the company. We will not take advantage of you. We have a proven path, and we are here to lead you to the success that you deserve. The only question that should be left at the end of this presentation is, are you ready to roll up your sleeves, take the live help that you deserve with the proven path, and create the success that you deserve? Really, that's it. Now let's talk about the high-tech part. We're going to talk about lead generation a little bit. Remember those capture pages I was telling you about? Unlimited autoresponders, unlimited email campaigns. Those are important tools that you got to have. You get all of those tools at the leadproject.biz, which is Powered Lead System, and you get a lead generation system that allows you to give them away free to entrepreneurs. Why does this give you an edge in network marketing? Well, think about it this way. When you start to get established and people see that you actually know how to recruit and sponsor people, it draws people to you like a magnet, especially if you're using social networks on the internet. So instead of getting into a contest of why my network marketing company is better than your network marketing company, hey, what if I could show you a way that you could get leads for your network marketing company that you feel is the best? I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 to 100 leads a day generated with simple work habits on a proven system. If what I'm talking to you about is true, you would have an interest in that, wouldn't you? Well, yeah, great. I'm going to give it to you for free. Try it out for a week. When it starts producing the leads for you because you followed the instructions, press the easy button in the back to learn how to do it by watching a video, hitting pause, open another screen, do what it says. It really is that simple. It's very powerful, folks. So you can give that to an entrepreneur. They try it out for 7 days. They like it. They pay $30 for the tools just like you do. Company's going to pay you $30 plus other commissions I'm not going to get into. But it gives you an edge. They're calling you to recruit you. Give them something that they need. Now look at what I said at the beginning of this. Remember, 97% of the network marketing companies starting today are going to go out of business in less than 6 months. Very few make it to 3 years. Well, you give them the tools that they need to succeed. They go out and earn, and that company tanks. They come back to you, and they already trust you. You don't got to convince them to do the work it takes to make the money. They already trust you. That relationship is solid. Now you got a producer when they come join your team because they trust you. Think about what I'm saying. It's nice to have tools like this that allow you to capitalize on the modern day times of the internet instead of run from them, and have something to sell somebody that's calling you, trying to recruit you out of your opportunity instead of getting into one of them clashes. Give them a tool that they need. It'll come back to you later. Folks, what I'm talking to you about is pretty powerful. So let's take a look at number 5. We kind of talked about affordability of the products. We talked about stable companies. These companies are more than 2 years old, past the 2-year mark. So they're stable, debt-free. Both of the opportunities are positioning that 10 to 80% market domination, like the automobile I told you about, the sweet spot, both of them. So you're one of the first people in the United States to even hear about these opportunities. I forget some of them are global, so in the world. So that's pretty powerful. Let's take a look at what else we can do here. We got a proven operating system. What does that mean? Success leaves clues. If you look at the people that are 5-figure earners and they built that income on a part-time basis, can you duplicate those habits? You sure can. We're going to show you the proven path, and it's just a choice of whether or not you want to go down it. I can't force you to do it. I can walk you down it. I can go down it with you. I can guide you down it, but I can't force you to go down it. It's kind of like taking a horse to the water trough. Once you get them there, it's up to the horse to take the drink. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at what this proven system's all about. We're going to make 25 connections a day, whether it be old school or new school, online or offline, phone and person, 25 connections per day. Okay? 5 out of we're having 25 connections so we can book 5 scheduled appointments when they can see the facts behind what we have to offer. Real simple business practice. All we're going to do is show them how they can make a full-time income on part-time efforts. Now, we talked about the sample products. Hopefully, if you're watching this presentation, you're sampling the products now, because this presentation is meant to be used as a tool. So even if you're on it while it's not live, you're watching this recorded, you could use this as a tool. So you don't have to do the explaining. Just plug them into the presentation and let them sample the products. Isn't that neat? So we got 25 connections, 5 proper exposures daily, which old school show the plan. Present the opportunity. We're going to do it properly. We're going to make sure there's samples on hand while they're watching a presentation just like this one. That's simple enough. That's going to be completed 25 times a week, 125 times a month. That's a total of 375 proper exposures in a 3-month time period. And how much time did we expose? Well, 5 times a day. Keep it under an hour. Guess what? That's 5 hours a day times 5 days a week. That's 25 hours a week. We're still talking part-time efforts to create these results. What are we going to do? Remember, 25 connections a day. So how many connections is that in 3 months? That's 1,500 connections that we made in 3 months' time. Our first work quarter. We failed 1,125 times. We bombed. We completely failed our way to the top. What happened? We got 375 left out of those failures. What happened? 100 of them said, I want the consumable products. I want to solve a problem and save money and use that product. I realize I'm not risking anything because if I don't like it, I can send it back for a full refund. Wow, that works. 100 of them said yes to the product, but no to the business. That's $1,000, actually a little more than that, in monthly residual because you did your job right. Okay, let's take a look at next. We got 20 of them that said, hey, I want to build the business. And 20 of them also said, I want the online tools. That's 2 more income streams. 20 of them want to build the business, and they realize they need at least a minimum of 375 samples to do that many proper demonstrations within 1 work quarter. So they spend about $1,000 to set themselves up with what they need risk-free. Risk-free. In other words, day 35, gosh, I made a mistake. We'll send it back to the company for a full refund. Where was your risk to set yourself up to succeed properly? We're talking about consumable products. Let them try the product while they're watching a demonstration like this. That's half the battle. Puts the odds 80% into your favor as an entrepreneur. It's not the company just trying to get you to stock up so you can make money. Front-end loading you is putting 10 grand worth of the stuff in your garage and not even giving you a plan how to use it. Think about what I'm saying. This is good business. It's simple business, and it works like clockwork. So we're looking at 100 of them said yes to the products. 20 of them wanted to build the business. Okay, so when they set themselves up with that $1,000 pack, the company's going to pay you $4,000 on that 20. $4,000 fast start money. Now the other 20 got the online tools. They're paying $30 a month. The company's paying you $20 a month on each of those accounts. Guess what that is? That's $400 in residual money. So you got $1,400 in residual money off the same simple actions. Do you see how they work hand in hand together? We're here to help you succeed and capitalize on success, not just enjoy success. So let's take a look at what else we got. 10 paid education. SPA. What's that all about? Oh, this is exciting. SPA is called Social Profit Academy. And when you look at advertising and professional business, like when you watch the playoff games, you see they spent money to have those commercials done and TV ads. And, you know, the average person spent for advertising, the average professional business owner that advertises, for $12,000 that they spend, about $2,000 brings in 80% of the business. The other $10,000, the 80% of advertising money, failed them. So think about that. If you could study the basic fundamentals of paid advertising on the social networks, which is what Social Profit Academy is all about, you know the fundamentals. Now, if you're spending $12,000, instead of only having $2,000 be responsible for 80% of your business, you get a lot more business when $6,000 is done properly. Do you see what I'm saying? Understanding the fundamentals makes a big difference. In English, how did I understand this? Because I actually spent $497 for this course in 2014. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. You can watch a case study in there on how to place an ad on Facebook for 1 day. That cost $10. And that one ad brought in a list of over 270 people into that guy's opt-in. I mean, they clicked on the list, enter their email and their phone number. Now, to me, as a network marketing professional, a $10 ad for over 270 leads that opted in, so your emails are automatically going out to them, that's very powerful. Why not spend $500 for just that part of the course? But there's so much more there. He shows you the fundamentals of how to move anything on the internet. Shows you how to sell t-shirts or any type of offer you want online. How to take any business offline and bring it online and be able to professionally advertise it. It's been taught by 7-figure earner Jeff Mills. It's a proven case study course, and for referring it to somebody else, they pay $497 for it. The company's going to pay you $400. So if you're doing 5 proper exposures a day and you're sharing with entrepreneurs, they might go, hey, on a really good day, if all 5 of them said, yeah, I want to know how to professionally advertise, I got no problem spending money on that course. They put $500 on a credit card and boom, well, $497. You just made a $400 commission times 5. That's a $2,000 daily potential earning. Multiply that out by 30 days. But let's just say 10 out of this 375 said yes to that. We'll add that to the equation. That's another $4,000 to add to that $5,400. There's 8 other commissions that I've left out that I did not even mention that kick this 90-day plan of rolling up your sleeves and going to work 25 hours a week to potentially earn well over $10,000. It's a proven roadmap. The question is, are you willing to roll up your sleeves with live help each step of the way and go to work? I've worked with some of the best in the industry. Guys like John Maxwell. Do a Google search on him if you don't know who he is. And my passion is in ministry, and my passion is in leadership skills and entrepreneurship. I know that America was freed by the Great Depression. That's where my passion comes in. Freed from the Great Depression by entrepreneurship, not employees. Think about it this way. 90% of the 90% of the wealth is held by 3% of the population in the United States. That 3% of the population, they're all entrepreneurs, not employees. You wouldn't take your kid to a plumber for heart surgery. So why would you ask an employee how to be an entrepreneur? It just don't make sense, but people do it all the time. One thing I've learned from working with multi-million-dollar earners and trainers is the fact that when you see a solution to a problem, you jump on that solution now. You do not procrastinate it. There's no reason to procrastinate earning here. The 7th fundamental, I haven't left it out, folks. The 7th fundamental, we do all this to make a difference. E-Children, a promise, helps support needy children in Africa, provides them food, clothing, and shelter, and a Christian education and upbringing. I think for less than $40 a month, you could adopt one of these kids and have a picture sent to you and watch them grow up, buy pictures and stuff like that. It's a really cool organization. Over 80% of the money donated actually goes to the cause. It's really a blessing and an honor to promote E-Children of Promise. We do this to make a difference. I've been in this industry 20 years. If I'm going to go to all the effort to create massive success, I know it's going to happen because we're capitalized on multiple trends at once. So this train's going forward, going to succeed with or without you and me. If we're going to create the success together, let's make it for a good cause. Those kids in Africa ain't going to get help from nobody else. None whatsoever. I remember what Jesus says, for what you do for one of these little ones. So I think it's kind of important to make a difference. We started the homebusinesshelper.com blog so people could quit getting ripped off trying to learn the basic fundamentals how to build a home business. If you don't join our opportunities, use our educational platform on how to build a business. It's universal to network marketing and affiliate marketing, so you don't have to starve to death trying to figure out how to make a living in this industry that's the most lucrative one on the planet. Now, for those of you that are serious, that are ready to go, just enter your name in the link below. You'll enjoy it. Make sure you put your email address and phone number in there. I will be in personal contact with you within the next 48 hours. What I've learned from watching these people is they don't procrastinate. They jump on opportunity when it's right in front of them, and they take action now. What I've laid out in front of you is no crap, no hype. It's all the real truth. And what I know from reading the Bible says the truth sets you free. Don't you deserve it? God bless you. Thank you for spending your time with us here today to see some solutions that can really help you to capitalize on a great financial future. Folks, I look forward to meeting you in person, online, over the phone, or at one of our events. God bless you, and thank you for your visit today.